Football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone. Take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun, Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play. Right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards. There on third down. To the right side, this is Walker to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Geno now to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Smith. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Walker once more. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Smith. Flush to his right. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey, 25. Ready, go.
Here's Walker. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Murray now. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Murray now to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Murray to air it out again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Here's Murray from midfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had... everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And Murray with a smart... the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And here we are. In the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Connor up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. A give running right is Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. Third and 5 now.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Murray going to throw. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a fourth quarter lead. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot. And he delivers.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Tackle there by Richard Lawrence.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He's got his tight end fan. And able to get the first down in the process.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Smith now to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the 4th quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing, it's late, tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give for Walker running right. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. The ball on the 8 still could get. First down technically, 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Straight ahead, Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Camus Cruz-Hill getting in there and taking him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And from From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 8, 20. 5 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a first down, but the tackle comes in bounds. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent